All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for My Hero Academia, Season 8, Episode 11. Oh my god.
Finale.
Yeah, almost. We've got an OVA after
Right.
this, but I'm really excited to see a true final, maybe part 1 of 2 or something, epilogue.
Something. And
yeah.
I'm curious because, okay, we had all the awesome stuff with, resolving the different villains and things like that. And yeah, it sucks. Sometimes people die and you can't save them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's just, too little, too late, whatever.
Uraraka, you did everything you could,
right?
but you ended up basically giving the opportunity for Toga to be a hero and save you.
Right.
That was beautiful.
That counts for something
we have
for sure.
Them also, just Deku and Uraraka, getting the opportunity to acknowledge how much they saved each other and gave each other the inspiration to keep going on here.
Yep.
Deku seems to have told Class 1A everything about, all that, so that's
Awesome.
good. Then we had an Aoyama farewell party. Absolutely,
Yes.
Of course, love it.
And you were able to sparkle and twinkle just fine, Aoyama, even though, you might have also been upstaged a little bit.
Totally. Shinso did join Class 1A.
It took us, 6 seasons, but it finally happened.
Yep. We made Horikoshi
Right.
basically accept that Shinso was that beloved of a character.
But we also have something else that we don't quite get.
Yeah.
There's
What?
scissors and a straitjacket and purple mist and somebody in a mostly destroyed house. And who this? What? This is the...
There's a lot of weird theories you could go with, but I
Right.
feel like the answer is going to be really simple and very straightforward.
But why new stuff right at the very end of the show?
Yeah.
What you cooking?
What you cooking here? So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Oh.
ヒーロービルボードチャートの拡大
今回の戦い、俺たちヒーロー以外の活躍が大きすぎた。
Okay, Hawks and
ヒーローと合わせて
Yoshinori.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because that way it gives people that aren't just pro heroes in the system a place to belong.
Uh-huh.
より多くを救えるとしたら、それはきっと俺たち職業ヒーローじゃない。
Whoa.
Shit.
Oh.
なんだこの個性
Oh.
こやつがクラブに知られては
Oh, this is just an example of someone like Shigaraki
Yeah.
having a situation where they do something, they stumble out into the...
人目につかぬの覚醒
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Gotcha.
That's why it's why. Did society change? Did we figure out how...
Uh-huh.
Oh.
何がいけなかったの
Yeah.
なぜ口を縫ったの
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah, will anyone reach out?
And it almost shouldn't be Deku. It should be just some hero.
僕
Oh! Oh, is this the old...
すぐヒーローか警察か誰か
Yeah! Yeah, it is!
Damn.
Oh my god!
あの子はヒーローに助けてもら
Uh-huh! She was on the interview!
あの日きっとみんなに届いた。
うもう大丈夫だからねおばあちゃんが来たから
Oh! Oh. Perfect. Oh, perfect.
その先にはあるはずです。
Wow.
Okay.
暇な社会。
Yeah. All right.
Whoa.
Good shit.
ひどいよガッ
Bit of a... Where do we come from? Where are we going?
人は生まれながらに平等じゃない。僕らは一人一人形が違って、それゆえに
Cool.
Yeah, we look out for each other.
形が違う。
Oh! Oh!
緑谷兄ちゃん
Whoa!
テックス先生午後の
Yeah.
ってどこに集まっ
Oh!
17歳にして知った。
Wow.
Nice. Good shit.
あの日、
So we time skipped at least like maybe
3 years.
5 to 10 years, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
誰かに思いを馳せることが、
I would say it's closer to 5, yeah.
あの
Whoa!
日誰もが最高のヒーローだ。
Whoa! She's gotten big now. Oh.
かけがえのない日々を
Oh. Those two being friends is just.
と生きていく
Wow, President Mike looking like that.
Yeah. Oh, we're back to.
Okay, so we're
Yeah, yeah.
この本さ、イラン連合にいた人が書いたんだってよ。
Uh huh.
温度読んでみっかな。
Wow. Cool. So we're really jumping around
Yep.
like time and stuff here. Of course, of course.
おめでとう君がいな
all
かっ
right.
た今の世界はなかったさ
ありがとうございます
Oh, we montaging, baby. Let's
Yep.
go. Yeah, cram as
All
much
right, I want
as
to
you
see
can. This
Bakugo getting
episode.
his. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is his hair
This will be your
slicked
time to
back?
give a speech. Yeah.
卒業式を迎えられているのは私たち
Yeah.
卒業生代表飯田天也
Wow.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Monomo copy his
Yeah, he
work so I
copied
can
it.
do that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
考える前に動いてしまったことで始まった僕の物語は
Oh man, we have come so far.
と共に
Okay, that's it. It's not getting transferred. Yeah.
Yeah.
The memoirs of.
放送は続いているからね
Okay, sure, sure.
So what do we got? 8 years later.
Okay.
諸君もいよいよ受験生だ。
絶対ライトリーラボのメンバーになるんだ。あの大天才。
Yeah, of course.
アイテムデザイン事務所。
私は5年前にサイバーウォーで伝説を作った GL インクに入りたい
Cyber War?
Oh
My God.
Oh my gosh.
お前もヒーロー志望なのかよ。
見ればよ
お前の個性はさすがにむずくね
Ah,
ただでさえヴィラン発生率も減少傾向でヒーローも数絞っ
heroes aren't as in demand because
Sure.
they're just not.
口を揃えてオールマイトやエンデバーベストジーニストデク大君1年生頑張れそう
Oh,
不安になった時は
oh.
ここに来るデビュー以降目覚ましい活躍を見せるテンタクル
Okay.
史などで未だ見られる検出差別由来の事件
Whoa.
Awesome.
この賞は8年前放棄した彼らよ
Whoa.
Damn.
続いてはチームアップに
Whoa.
フロッピークリエイティそしてウラビティが全国の小学校
Yeah, they'd be great at that.
ウラビティの打ち出した個性カウンセリング格闘計画は今最も必要不可欠な活動と言われて
Oh, an airy.
これ見たか。お前の幼馴染またチャート。
Again. Oh. I'm trying to keep you safe.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
轟とはこれでだいぶ水開けられそうだ。
Oh shit, they're competing with
Okay.
each other.
事件に駆けつける。
Damn.
本当にすごい活躍ですよね轟くん森林カムイマウントレディを抜いて一気にトップの東方さん
Oh, yes!
Awesome.
Mirio's at the top! Of course Mirio's the number one hero. Hell yeah.
その時思ったんです、無個性には戻るけど経験を生かして誰かを励ませるなら
Oh. Oh.
それはとてもかっこいいかもなって
Yep.
もう少し生徒に厳しくした方がいいな。
Uh,
大事なことだぞ。
That's
And a shocking
hilarious.
level of transparency.
ある機会もなかなか
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
からの支持圧倒的
みんなの活躍を見るのはとても嬉しい
But it's every day, so I come here. Yeah, you can't move that fast.
Oh.
Oh.
大丈夫
Holy shit! Yeah.
When they're all the names,
Yeah.
yeah.
時代が急激に変わってて僕みたいな同級生に比べてめちゃ
Yeah. Yep, man, I know.
ここに来てオールマイトゾーンに聞くんです
Oh, ask it.
If I can be a hero, yeah.
あなたたちのようなヒーローに
紙の皿みたいなものを投擲する個性紙由来ならミネタ君のようでいけると思うな大丈夫だって君はさっき手を差し伸べよう
Yeah.
としたじゃない
And that's what makes a
Yep,
hero. Yep.
君はヒーローになれるよ
Oh, that's perfect. The reveal that they were all right there
Yeah.
next to All Might's statue.
頑張れ少年寂しくないと嘘になるけど
Of course.
これは僕たちが最高のヒーローになった物語
Ah! Ah!
おっしゃってくれたら空港まで向
Oh, not the end.
8年前私とオール・フォー・ワンの戦い
Oh.
なんかすごい可能性を広げるものだったそうだ
Oh.
海外の友と初目少女の協力そして爆豪少年中心としたかつての A 組が共同出資したものだ肝に銘じておきなこれも君自身が勝ち取った力だ
He's becoming an Iron Man, basically. Oh, and it's got the
Oh, the way his
uh-huh.
いつまでも
Oh my god, yes.
来いデク
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Good to see you there, Shinso.
Shinso's using the Aizawa. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit.
いつまでも手を差し伸べ続ける物語
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh.
Fantastic.
Independent advocacy sidekick. Be a new hero. Oh. He's invisible on duty, disregarded the pair. Public attention. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Dance captive. Major dance. Oh, fun. Yes.
Yes, these two. Of course they
Sick.
do. Oh.
Oh, Tokiyami and Shinso.
Deep cover
Whoa.
operation.
Whoa.
Fantastic. Oh.
Right. Ida.
Right.
Advancing humanity. Yeah.
Right.
Momo is actually like goated, yeah. Ah, gotcha, yeah.
Apparently, people consider
Whoa,
like a truck.
Shoto's like,
Oh,
wow.
awesome. Yep.
Oh, yeah, because they
Nice.
know how much he did for them, yeah. Perfect. Ah.
Awesome.
Oh,
Plus Ultra. Yep.
yes. Perfect.
Good shit.
Yeah, all right. That's the perfect way you have a new villain show
Yep,
up
yep.
at the last possible second. They're not a villain at all. It's
Just someone in their origin story. Okay. Feels good. Feels
It's-
right.
Feels really good.
Like-
I love a series
man.
giving us just enough to kind of be a delightful bit of fan service nuggets of goodness,
Right.
while also doubling down on maybe 2 or 3 things that the series as a whole really never really lost sight of the whole way through, but reminding all of us that this was why this show was made. This is why it's a good show. This is why it's why it's an important show that's, you know, amongst many other incredible shonen anime that have generally just wholesome, good, positive messages. But this one kind of hit on a couple things that were always there from the beginning.
Right.
But I think needed to be doubled down on a little bit at the end.
It came full circle in a lot of fun ways. It reiterated some things that had been put forward in this final season.
Yeah.
Having the person that was, you know, hinted at, or, you know, the cliffhanger person, you know, from the previous episode, having it be something where it's there will always be people that will be taken advantage of and abused by others.
People will use their power to they will abuse their power on those that have no way to overcome this, no one to stand up for them, and also are completely innocent. There is nothing, there is no argument to be made that they need to be, and anything needs to happen to them other than they need to be saved from this situation.
Right.
And so this is something that's so straightforward that the people that created this situation, they're not getting stopped.
No.
Those people will always exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not that it was like, you know, one of our main characters or even side characters from the show that ends up being kind to the person.
Right.
It's just a person. The fact that it's also the person that, you know, basically saw Tenko and didn't do anything, you know, sure, that's a nice way to give them that extra bit of relevance.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that basically it is a regular person who, as a result of seeing the heroics and everything that happened that these kids did, learned to be that little bit more compassionate. Right?
Learned to be that little bit more compassionate, but I think also they learn to be that little bit more aware. The idea that I think a lot of people are compassionate, but they don't look up. I think a lot of people are compassionate, but they're walking around like this.
Yeah,
they're compassionate for those that are within that extremely close circle of theirs.
Right. If that lady had known the situation with Tenko, she probably would have done something. But she didn't.
Yeah.
And she could have potentially found out, but she didn't, right? And so it's the this could be an opportunity. This is clearly someone who needs help.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be a hero today.
There's
you can
something
be a hero too.
There's something really powerful about the way that this show brings up the idea of leaping before you think about this.
Yep.
And I'd say a lot of people have a lot of mental doubts and checks and balances that they go through before making decisions.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of ways, from their experience, they've learned that it's not always wise. In fact, it's most of the time not wise to leap before you think about things.
Right. Yep.
But
that's why it's called being a hero when you do it.
But that's why it's heroic.
Yeah.
That's why it's heroic, because it's not normal. It's not natural.
There are very good reasons to not do that.
Right. But sometimes you don't need to leap. Sometimes you're not even really doing anything that dangerous.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just a kid tripping.
Yep. Uh-huh.
You know?
Yeah. And the thing is, you don't always know, right? So
well, right. But I wanted to bring up on that the idea that you do see the kinds of things where you go, oh, they don't need me here. But it's not about the fact that they are not needed here. Deku and Dai were not needed to save this kid from tripping here.
Right.
But because they both did it at the same time, Dai was able to have that moment with Deku. Now, obviously, he's going to see Deku, and they're going to have that thing there. But Deku might not have spoken into his life the exact same way if he didn't see that Dai had that same kind of gumption, that same instinct, which he wouldn't have gotten if Deku didn't have this whole experience here. And Deku wouldn't have gotten that if it wasn't for All Might going through that whole thing. And All Might, like, you see the ways in which we are all connected in that.
And even going further, there's the possibility that kid, even though he's like, oh yeah, it would have been fine, you know, okay, I would have tripped, whatever. That might be a moment that he really remembers and has an impact on him, and then he does that for someone else, you know? You don't know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So there's just something so beautiful about the way in which we as people, we don't have an obligation or responsibility to be heroes. There is no I want to frame it as a positive, actually. Basically, I said that, but I think that if people choose to be heroic, to basically do things that are unnecessary but are so overly generous or so overly compassionate, they have effects beyond the initial decision that you made there. Even if they don't have initial effects, or spilling forth effects, chain reaction effects for others, they will probably for you. Right. Because you made that decision. It's going to be easier for you to make the decision a second time, or a third time, or a fourth time.
Yep.
And maybe some of those times you're not going to do it the best way, or you are going to get hurt, or there is going to be a way in which you kind of fuck it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But there's something so beautiful when you see a society, a community, a large scale culture of this, because then you have the granny looking out for the ones that are downtrodden or what have you. It's not the, we only look after those that clearly need it or what have you. The ones that are like,
deserve it, whatever.
Or deserve it. Exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yep.
So I love that. I love that with this show.
Yeah, that was a wonderful way to capitulate that whole theme. And then, give us all the fan service of the characters and where they're at now and all that stuff. The ways that they're working together, the ways that, they're doing their own thing. The fact that Uraraka and Tsuyu do a shit ton of court counseling, with like kids and stuff. Yeah. Yes. Awesome. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Right? Like that. Yeah. You'd need stuff like that. I love that Deku, when, this kid asked him, "Can I be a hero too?" He didn't just say yes, because what All Might brought up, that granted was coming from All Might's jaded place that he was at there.
Sure.
It is still true. Don't just give someone, some kind platitude without actual practical things to back it up.
Yeah.
And so instead of saying, yes, you can absolutely do it, and that being that, he's like, let's see, your quirk's this. Okay, let's think about some things. All right, there's ways you can.
I'm
use
gonna bring
it,
my Deku, kind of energy into this, which is, I'm really good at analyzing a quirk and thinking about the ways it could be used in a very maybe
gimmicky but effective way.
What's the out of the box kind of way.
Right.
And so, of course, he's a great teacher. Of course, he's a great teacher.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. A quirkless Deku at the end of the series feels right. Yep. But also the idea that he's like, okay, so if I was to put myself in an adult career of some kind, well, I'd want to inspire more heroes.
Right.
Oh, I'll work at a hero school. Oh my gosh, they'll literally give me any job probably at UA.
Oh yeah,
because
absolutely.
of what happened there. But no, I'm not like the headmaster or something. No, I'm just a regular teacher. I have a class. I'm basically Aizawa, homeroom teacher. And he's probably not even one of the smarter teachers with like a really advanced degree or something like that.
Oh yeah, right. And he still is. Aizawa is still like being like, hey, you need to do it a bit differently.
Right.
Gotta change this up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And I fully believe that some of the kids that come in are like, we prefer the heroes that have the crazy awesome quirks and stuff. And he's like, all right, yep,
you
totally.
did some cool stuff, 8 years ago.
Oh, what, in a book? Nah. Yeah. Is the Lord Explosion Dynamite Murderer or whatever, is he gonna be coming in for another show and tell?
I love the idea that Bakugo is still competing for the number one spot.
Oh, yeah.
And he's in the top 10.
Right.
Like, he's in the top 10.
Yep.
But he might be like, I think it was confirmed, it seemed like that he was 7 if Shoto was 8. And they were saying that because of this, Shoto's going to overtake him.
Right.
So it's the like, okay, so he's good, but he's getting
PR problem.
He's right, perma PR problem, but also he's basically never going to get the number one hero spot because the people above him are like, yeah, good luck with that one. Yeah, right. You're never getting past Mirio.
But also I love the detail that no, we don't actually have as many villains nowadays because we're handling things better.
Right.
And so the place where Bakugo shines, sorry, bud, there just aren't going to be as many opportunities, right? The big question that we have now is not, can you go full ultra instinct, murder machine, and just pulverize this baby, right? It's the, can you demolition your way through a collapsed building, to get to, or something, right?
Yeah, it seemed like there was a fire or something, and so he was just sent in because he's like, oh yeah, heat? I practically have heat resistance.
I don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. Would he be able to just run straight in and get people? Because he's like...
Well, I mean, if you do mini explosions, you're sending concussive blasts away from you that send the heat literally away.
Sure, that too. I'm just thinking about the fact that he is constantly having explosions right up against his skin.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You know, he's probably fine.
He's probably fine. Yeah. So having this be one where we get Deku being recognized for what he did.
Yep.
But then in a lot of ways, having this be about what he passes on. I like that as well because he's not passing on One for All. One for All isn't him.
Yeah.
That
isn't what made him special.
Is what he's passing on.
Right.
The idea that is the true way in which you know that this story for MHA has ended is that the story started with One for All basically being passed along. That's the...
And so it ends when he loses it. Yeah.
But it ends when he loses it, but in a lot of ways, it's then when it's his time to say, hey, Deku, what you got, what you experienced, what you learned through all of this, you need to be able to pass that on too.
Right.
It's in a lot of ways what every person who's proficient at something knows is that you are not truly proficient at something until you can teach it to somebody else.
Yes. Right.
And so you're not then truly a hero until you can make and build another hero.
Right.
Until you can inspire and lead someone to being a hero.
It's the 12th step. It's the,
it's
the martial arts instructor that's like, all right, but in order to be a master, you have to make another instructor, or things like that.
Yeah. So it just feels really good. The story didn't at all focus on any romance stuff, which
I'm very happy about that.
Which is just very fun. Now, obviously, there's an OVA, so
sure that could happen.
They could do that
and hey, with an 8-year time skip and everything, and the fact that they're still in touch and all that. Yes, fantastic. That is absolutely if we want to have a cute thing where it's like, hey, you want to get dinner sometime?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah,
right?
Totally.
That'd be awesome.
I would absolutely be down for that. I just love that they didn't give that the focus because in a lot of ways, this is about them all being heroes and what they're contributing now. And so while 1A as a class in a lot of ways is both one of the biggest examples of the weaknesses in MHA was that none of the characters were developed enough.
Right.
Not none of them. There were way too many characters in MHA.
You could have developed all of them more, and it would have been a welcome benefit.
Yeah. But the idea that, all of them were characters to kind of be inspired by Deku's journey.
Right.
Getting to see that they were actually inspired, that they did take
where
their
they ended up and
lives
all that.
in different directions and stuff.
Also, I love the
fun there.
The joke of I mean, not a joke. It was just serious information. But we see where everyone's at. And it's like, okay, and then Momo. Yeah, she's
solving global issues.
Right,
Momo is basically a consultant for humanity's progress.
Any kind of invention, medical, whatever. Right? It's like, you need some stem cells. You need to figure out how how to do shit with.
You're
stem
limited
cells?
in supply anywhere.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Done.
Get her some burgers.
Right. That's a pretty good. That's a pretty sweet life as far as for a hero and all that stuff, right? Yes, the excitement and all that, but to be like, hey, you're gonna be flown out to a bunch of different locations.
Peace, yeah.
Yep. You're gonna eat some good food, and then you just study and research, and then make stuff. Making stuff isn't even
honestly,
difficult. It's just the research.
You don't even need to do much of that. Most of it is you consuming the knowledge of the things that other people are doing, and then you're going, I'm going to help you with your supply issue.
Yep. Right.
What conflicts would that world have?
I generate matter.
AGI eat your heart out. Momo exists.
Right.
Obviously, she's one person and all that and stuff.
Yeah,
she's not a god or anything, but I mean, she's kind of a Star Trek like level replicator,
Absolutely.
So fantastic. I'm excited to see what this OVA will be. I think it's not confirmed whether or not it's coming soon. Obviously,
Gotcha.
we're heading into the holiday season, so there might have been some issues with that as well. So it's going to be like a early January thing or what have you. But we'll check that out once it comes out.
If we get like just a day in the life of, oh hey, Deku has this suit now and everything, and him and
I genuinely
Glass
think
do
that's what it's
something.
going to be.
Yeah, I think that could be a ton of fun. If
Yeah.
we just do dedicated slice of life stuff, I'm here for that too. Like,
Yeah, I don't know why you would continue much after this.
we already had
Maybe-
All Might crushing the end bit, so
Maybe the thing that I could see is that this is something where they cut ahead to basically like some things that were in the like time skip stuff.
okay.
And the OVA is actually some of the in between. So it's
Sure.
more of the like stuff of them being like in their final year or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It could also be just something where they're focused on like more world changes and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think the one thing that maybe is like that third thing that I feel like they kind of focused on a lot here that maybe the OVA could go into a little bit more. But is the idea that when you look at superhero worlds and stuff like that, a lot of focus can get kind of onto some weird things with regards to power. And the idea
sure.
that it's only those with power that basically
That have
are
responsibility.
able to have responsibility to do
yeah.
good things here. And so it's kind of a mishmash of the two other things that this story focused on with regards to themes of you too can be a hero, but also look up, look around, see what you can do for those around you. Deku basically being given the reward of the, hey, you gave up everything, but we give you this god level Iron Man suit at the end as kind of like but you still get to do the cool kind of hero stuff. I feel like what I'd like the OVA to get into is the idea that like it's still a sacrifice that he made, and it's not something where this suit just magically solves all the problems when he goes to be doing hero stuff and things like that.
No, yeah, I imagine it's more of the like, hey, in some ways it's the we understand you're someone who runs in first, without thinking.
There's like 12 people we're going to have go before you,
No, not even that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Bakugo definitely led up this whole thing of funding it so that way, he could have someone to keep chasing after and all that stuff.
Sure.
It's also like life insurance in a way, because it's you are going to be jumping into crazy shit. If you see something dangerous and you're like, oh, someone needs help, yes, you're going to call the heroes, but you're also going to try and do anything you can in order to get in there. This will just keep you safer as you do that.
Sure. I guess the thing I'm also like kind of just wanting to see them explore is the idea that like Deku is doing so much by being a UA teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And yet this feels a little bit like the
backtracking on that.
Not backtracking on that, but it feels like the thing of where, but in order for him to be a real hero, he needs some kind of power.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't want that to be a message that this show is even remotely kind of trying to propagate. I think that that's something that people could misinterpret.
Yeah, it would definitely be reductive of this, but yeah, no, I do see what you mean. Like,
I want there to be something that they explore with regards to that, because I feel like what made Deku such a great hero was never really one for all.
Right. He was the perfect person to give one for all because of the kind of person that he was. Right.
Yeah, there was even a really cool discussion of this with regards to the idea that it would have been better to give Mirio one for all. The idea that in a lot of ways, Mirio has everything Deku has personality-wise in terms of like likability, but he has a completely busted quirk.
Yep,
He's
and
a lot more
synergize
ahead.
so well with one for all.
It would synergize so well with this, but the idea that Deku had gone through the experience of powerlessness.
Right.
And what that taught him cannot just be given to someone with a great personality.
Right.
You would empathize and connect, and in a lot of ways that was really cool foreshadowing for the idea that what would make Deku so impactful as a hero is the way that he would teach that to people like Uraraka. And so then we had this focus on the villains that then had the heroes needing to empathize with those that were not quirkless but powerless against the system that, you know, sets them up to fail. So I want this to be something that they explore in the OVA, the idea that Deku, from the hero society standpoint, is still not powerful. He is not like he is not given all the, you know, free kind of stuff at UA. He's still working a job doing his stuff there. There's this element of where
he's gonna have financial troubles and be like
he's living a normal life.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like I love the idea of the ways in which they're elevating the people doing these good deeds, lending a good helping hand and stuff. But I feel like there's ways that people could misinterpret this, like, and then you get the billion-dollar technology thing that we give to you kind of as a thank you. Right. And it's coming from All Might, who has the ability to pull worldwide connections.
Yeah, right.
So I have no issue with the world building side of it, but it's the thing of where All Might's giving it to him as a kind, like, hey, I know you missed this, so here you go.
Yeah, you can still, you know, fly through the sky and all that stuff.
Yeah. And so it's the boy dream of, you know, running about and flying about and doing awesome, larger than life things.
While at the same time, on every practical standpoint, it's like, okay, like in the same way that that Bakugo, even if he was a decent teacher, he'd probably have better things to do being a hero than teaching. Right. Deku would be wasted doing hero stuff when he can teach.
Yes.
Right? Like,
exactly.
You know, and so
thank you.
Like,
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to get at here is that I feel like the OVA, if it's going to be something that advances Deku's character, that's what I want it to focus on.
Sure.
And I feel like there's some really cool ways it can do that by the way in which his relationship with maybe other heroes is something that they explore as well. Yeah. Like, not like literal all heroes in general being like, oh yes, Deku, you're so amazing. But like, no, it's the, oh, this is the way in which I quirk style, like, drum up. Have you ever thought about using your quirk in this way? Like, that'd be a really cool thing.
I fully, like, headcanon that Deku will become, like, pen pals or whatever with this kid, you know, or, you know, some internet equivalent, right? He'll be like, ooh, okay, you came up with a new breakthrough on your quirk? Okay, all right, cool. Let's see here. You know, right? And he'll do shit like that. He absolutely would be doing that with students, you know? So, yeah. Also,
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, the fact that he gets this and it's like, it's potentially, like, theme-wise, like, not quite in line with a lot of the things that, you know, the show has. So much of that is hand-waved away from me just by the fact that it was led up by Bakugo.
Yes.
Like, you know, he's the one spearheading this.
Oh, no. We totally get where the Bakugo characterization side of things is. And I don't even think the show is necessarily doing a misstep here.
Sure.
I just think this is something that people could misinterpret.
Right.
As well, yes, at least he's able to go and be a real hero. And I'm like, you don't get it. Like, you don't get it.
Right. Yep.
So, yeah. Very, very good stuff.
Prevention, pound of cure, and all that stuff. You know,
absolutely.
That lady might have just stopped a whole MHA spin-off show from needing to happen, you know, by just being kind to that kid that was so horribly abused, right?
Which, yeah.
So.
Funny little thing I was having a thought about here. I don't know if y'all remember this, but Jacob and I came up with quirks for ourselves.
Okay.
A long time earlier ago in the show. I think it was in one of the discussions where they were like, if you had a quirk, what would it be? Like, what would your quirk be? My quirk was almost what this kid dies was.
Just frisbees? Just discs that you can throw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, mine were built into my body. Like, they were a part of my skin and my body and stuff.
Rather
and I
than
would use them to
hair.
basically have potential energy where I would spin on them to, you know, zoom along the things there. So in a weird way, my quirk came about years later in Vigilantes, with the main character's quirk being kind of a similar version of that.
Okay.
And then this kid's quirk, and that he'd be able to remove them and throw them. Like, it's I don't know, it's just kind of fun. It's kind of fun there. But yeah, loved seeing Koda and Eri and all the kids and stuff.
Kaminari being anxious about going pro, and so then he set up his headquarters next to Jiro. That's sweet.
Yeah, that's the most shipping basically we got in this episode was basically all the pairings of the 1A characters.
Right. Aoyama
building
being a
careers together.
sidekick for Invisible Girl.
Yes,
you know, and
yes.
stuff like that. Yeah.
Also, I love that as well. Aoyama being like, I'm going to humble myself, and rather than trying to use my bombastic personality to make myself shine,
Right.
I'm going to make someone else shine.
Yep.
And so
Literally.
they'll never stop twinkling.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I
no,
feel
it's, it's perfect. The ship writes itself.
yeah, the ship writes itself,
Yeah.
so y'all can,
Yep.
write and draw all you want in fanfic land, but
Right.
that is wonderful.
Okay.
Also, just having a good classic time skip
Yes.
with All Might surviving MHA. There's so many theories we were so wrong about.
I thought
that,
for sure
that
he
is
was
the
gonna be
number
super
one.
dead.
That is the number one worst theory I feel like we consistently came back to over the course of the series was All Might's got to die here. All Might's got to die here. Almost
Yeah.
got to die here. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. So Horikoshi, props to you for the one time I feel like it was really the best call, like not to kill somebody.
Yeah. Weirdly
Whereas-
on the character where it was so telegraphed that they were going to die.
Right. Maybe we could have killed a ton of other characters on the way here,
Sure.
but you know what?
And
You did it. You made a fucking
there's-
awesome manga.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
And now we've got to actually go read it because apparently, the manga is superior to this, in every way. Not
I don't
every
know.
way, but like
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of ways.
I don't know. Not having Yusei run, that alone is,
That's
like,
true.
I've seen
That's
the
true,
panels. The panels
but that's
are
kind of
incredible.
cheating. That's kind of cheating. That's
no,
like
but that's what animation is for.
No, because in a lot of ways, I feel like MHA, if we were to be critical with it,
Yes.
only really suffered in the pacing and visuals department, I would say, from like a what it set out to be.
Okay.
Like there were some story flubs and stuff like that, but those are all like
Are you talking about the anime or just the story?
the
as a whole?
anime, I would say.
Gotcha.
Specifically.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and I would say that those things are completely solved probably by reading the manga, because those things are just the speed of your read, and then also just some stuff probably being not cut,
Sure. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm personally excited to go and check out the manga because I feel like there's going to be some really good visuals in there, but then also
all those
just
hands.
all those stories, things that we
Yeah.
didn't get to really have here in the same way. But wow,
This was
fun to finish a shonen though.
Yes, this was an incredible journey.
I'll miss it.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss it. I don't know what the deal is with that OVA because we just ended it. It's got the pretty bow and everything. Like, but,
I mean, All Might did. I mean, Toshinori, he did punch the ending thing away.
No, I
in
know,
this
but-
episode.
no, yeah,
So
yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
we'll see. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. Yeah. Check out all of our other MHA reactions and stuff. There's a lot of them that are, issues and stuff, with copyright and stuff over
Right.
the years and stuff. But it's been a wild journey. Thank you so much for checking
Being
us
with us
out,
on
being
this.
with us on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure to check out a bunch of our other series. We have a lot of other reactions and stuff like that. If
Yes.
you want to support us in any way, go check out our Patreon. There's stuff where you get early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us in the community there about MHA, anime, what have you. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel. See if any of that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.